As the great philosopher Socrates once said, an unexamined life is not worth living. So we embark on a journey of self-discovery, where Stoicism serves as our compass, guiding us through the tumultuous sea of life's challenges. Today, we will chart a course around 12 treacherous habits that every Stoic should avoid, each one a potential impediment on the path to becoming our best selves. Now let's dive into these 12 habits that, if avoided, can lead one towards the path of true Stoic enlightenment. The first habit to avoid is living a life without purpose. Stoicism firmly roots itself in the belief that every life has a purpose, a reason for being. To wander aimlessly, to let days pass by in a haze of indifference, is antithetical to the Stoic philosophy. It is a path that leads away from self-improvement and towards stagnation. Moving on, we come to the second habit, not accepting the things we cannot control. The core of Stoicism lies in understanding the difference between what we can change and what we must simply accept. To rail against the unchangeable is to invite unnecessary suffering and to waste precious energy. Lastly, too much focus on the past or future can blind us to the present. The past is gone, the future uncertain. The present, however, is all that we truly have. Stoics strive to live in the moment, to fully experience the now. Remember, the key to Stoicism is living in the present and accepting what we cannot change. Moving forward, the fourth habit to avoid is neglecting self-care. In the pursuit of virtue, it's easy to overlook the importance of maintaining one's health, both physical and mental. Remember, a robust body and a clear mind are the pillars upon which the temple of Stoicism is built. The fifth habit to steer clear from is avoiding discomfort. Stoicism isn't about seeking refuge in the comfort zone. It's about facing the discomfort head-on, acknowledging it and learning from it. It's about realizing that discomfort is a part of life and that it often paves the way to growth and wisdom. Lastly, the sixth habit to evade is not living according to nature. A true Stoic understands the interconnectedness of all things and strives to live in harmony with the natural world. This means accepting the ebb and flow of life and not resisting the inevitable changes that come our way. True Stoicism involves embracing discomfort and living in harmony with nature. The seventh habit to avoid is being overly attached to material possessions. The Stoic wisdom reminds us that material wealth, while not inherently evil, should not be the focus of our lives. Our inner peace and virtue are far more valuable than any physical object or sum of money. Next, we must strive to avoid seeking validation from others. This is the eighth habit to sidestep. It's a tempting pitfall, for we are social creatures by nature. However, the Stoic understands that true validation comes from within. The approval of others is fleeting and unreliable, a shaky foundation on which to build your self-worth. Lastly, the ninth habit to steer clear of is neglecting to practice gratitude. In the rush of life, we often forget to appreciate what we already have. The Stoics teach us that gratitude is a key to contentment, reminding us of our blessings and keeping us grounded. In Stoicism, self-validation and gratitude hold the utmost importance. Coming to the end, the 10th habit to avoid is not being open to learning. Stoicism at its core is a philosophy of wisdom, and wisdom, as we understand, is a lifelong pursuit. To assume one knows all there is to know is to limit oneself, to build walls around your mind's potential. Always remain a student, eager for knowledge as a river eager for the rain. Moving on to the 11th habit, it's about not practicing moderation. Stoics believe in a balanced life. Excess in any form is a path away from tranquility. Whether indulging in pleasure or wallowing in sorrow, extremes can disturb the harmony of the self. Strive for equilibrium, for moderation is a virtue that leads to contentment. Lastly, the 12th habit to steer clear of is not embracing change. The world is in a constant state of flux, and to resist this change is to resist the natural order of things. Acceptance is the key. Embrace the ebb and flow of life, for change is the only constant, a paradox that shapes our existence. To conclude, Stoicism is all about learning, moderation and change. These 12 habits, if avoided, can lead a Stoic toward their best self. Remember, the journey towards wisdom is not a race, but a marathon. Each step, no matter how small, brings us closer to realizing our true potential. So let's step forward, leaving these harmful habits behind us. To summarize, Stoicism is a journey of self-discovery and growth. Avoiding these 12 habits propels us on this journey, strengthening our character. Remember, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Let's strive to be our best selves, embracing Stoicism in all its beauty.